Live from Cullman, Alabama, Premier Bank presents Wake Up Cullman.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wake Up Cullman. I'm Natalie Bonner.
And I'm Mick Bola.
So how are you doing today?
Oh, pretty good. Can't complain. Had a good meal last night at Edward Jones' 30-year celebration.
Oh, that's fun. Very good.
It was good. Won the table prize 2 consecutive years.
Oh, that's nice.
But that's what happens when you put, like, extra tickets in the jar, you know. You kind of push it that way a little bit.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, you know, today is a very incredibly special holiday. It's Veterans Day, and we are so grateful for all of our American heroes out there and for everyone that has ever put any time in to protect us and protect our freedom. So thank you to all of our veterans out there and anyone currently serving, any of our servicemen and women.
Yes, I have family members. Actually, I'm the only one out of the boys that didn't serve. I was going to go into Vietnam, and my brothers grabbed me, Mick, and said, "You're not going nowhere." My stepfather was a prisoner of war in a concentration camp for a year and a half. So we've seen the effects of war in our family and are appreciative of all the people that served, and we all pray for you and send our blessings your way during this day of your celebration and ours too, for protecting us. And what would we do without them?
That's exactly right. Definitely. I mean, we wouldn't be sitting here without them, I can tell you that much.
No.
So. Well, we've got some awesome things lined up for the show today, but we're going to kick off with, just talking about those things you can win, right?
Well, we're going to go ask you right now to go to our Facebook page, find the sponsor of the day. We'll give you some time later to call in and possibly a great little hint that's going to lead you. Because actually, this one's a little tricky. I read it and I said, you might want to go on.
A little tricky.
You might want to go on the Facebook page for this one. But guys, could you roll them gifts, please? A 5-topping pizza from Cullman Pizza Hut, and a Chick-fil-A combo, chicken sandwich or chicken nugget combo.
Yeah, those are great. Wow.
Right.
You can't beat that.
Great.
Free lunch, and who doesn't love Chick-fil-A?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've got a great guest coming in today. Her name is Melissa Warnke, and she's with the Alabama Retail Association. We'll be with her in just a moment, but before we do that, we are going to talk about Christmas Open House, which is going to be this weekend, Saturday, November 14th, and Sunday, November 15th. So exactly what do they have going on out there? More than you can imagine. You have to go to christmasandcullman.org. You might have to click around just a little bit, but there's a list of all of the participating retailers, and there's a lot.
Yeah, there's actually going to be entertainment, retail discounts, everything we like, I guess.
Oh, yeah. And you know what's even better is that there's a lot of, family-friendly activities going on. So if you've got some little ones that just might need to be, kept busy for a little bit, a lot of these retailers will have a little area for kids to have, cookies or write letters to Santa, anything like that. So.
And a parade. And who doesn't love a parade?
Yeah, the parade too, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I might just run by there and get all the candy. Maybe they'll throw candy. I don't know.
All right. Well, I wanted to mention again about Finders Keepers. We got a little bit more information about them, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a bit. But if you'll stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Fire, accident, storm. They all happen in Cullman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
And welcome back, everybody. And we have Melissa Warnke here with us. She's with the Alabama Retail Association. Thank you for joining us
You're
today.
welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Now, did you drive all the way up here from?
Well, I live in Montgomery right now, but my
Oh, my
family
goodness.
and my
Okay.
husband's family live in Cullman, so I was able to stay in Cullman last night. And so
Goodness.
luckily I had a 5-minute drive rather than
Great.
the 2 hours from Montgomery.
And we appreciate.
Definitely. That would have been a little bit of a rough drive.
It was, and I spent all day yesterday in Huntsville doing some things with some of our Alabama Retail Association members, so it's good to be able to come home and do some things in the town that I grew up in.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, well, I grew up in Cullman. My husband, Adam Warnke, also grew up in Cullman. We graduated from Cullman High School, and I was telling all of y'all beforehand that I worked here. I think it was the last year that I was in high school and a little bit this summer after my freshman year of college, so lots of good memories made inside here.
That's really awesome that you have a connection to here.
Yeah.
So that is great. And now we see that you've gone on to do some pretty awesome things. Can you tell us a little bit about the Alabama Retail Association?
Yes, well, the Alabama Retail Association is headquartered in Montgomery, Alabama, but we represent retailers all across the state. We have 4,100 members statewide, and several of them are in Cullman. In fact, that's really the reason that I'm here today, is we are visiting with and spotlighting a couple of our members, and they're well-known businesses here, Monograms Plus and Werner's Trading Company.
That's incredible, yeah. You know, especially with the holiday seasons approaching, these are two very beloved stores out of, several tons that we have here that are beloved as well. But, these two are very special to a lot of people for different reasons. So can you tell us about how a store would become a part of the Alabama Retail Association?
Yes, well, they are a part of our Alabama Retail Association. We have a couple different sides. We have the Alabama Retail Association side and the Alabama Retail Comp side. And the comp side is kind of a workers' comp insurance fund. So a lot of our members are members because they purchase workers' comp insurance through us. Some of them are members just because they're retailers and want that education and advocacy benefit that we give to them. And so they are members for two different reasons, because we advocate for them and because they are members of our workers' comp fund.
Okay.
So we're happy to come and spotlight them because it is those local retailers, the family businesses that are really the backbone of communities, especially in towns like Cullman. So it's a really neat thing to get to see what they do and the impact that they make on a community.
Definitely. And can you tell us a little bit about the retail side of what you do as far as, I know that y'all go to Congress once a year. I know that y'all kind of not lobby per se, but have the interest of the stores as far as the bills that go.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A huge part of what we do is the advocacy part. So during the special session, the legislative session, in fact, this past year we had a special session a legislative session and 2 special sessions. So we're in the State House. We're working to make sure that the bills that come through are retail friendly, that they're in the best interest of business owners all across the state. And then once bills are passed into law, which we had a lot of tax bills passed this past session, we go in and study those because they're very confusing. There are lots of pages of confusing words. So we break them down and help educate the retailers across the state about what that means for them and how they need to implement those regulations in their own business. And then you mentioned once a year we go to Washington, D.C. We meet with our congressional delegation from the state of Alabama and make sure that they understand just the things that are going on that impact retailers across the state. And so when they go into Congress, they go into the Senate, they understand how the decisions they're making are impacting retailers on a local level.
Because I've heard many complaints of small businessmen that the laws can be really tough on them. So you have a lobbyist that kind of keeps an eye on them, and What happens if you kind of disagree with them? Do you go on the rampage and you try to twist their ears a little bit?
We do, yeah. There was a bill this past session that was very unfriendly for businesses. It had to do with sales tax and the sales tax allowance. I think it was House Bill 451, which doesn't mean much to me because I'm not in the legislature all day, but we put together a campaign to make sure that the legislators understood what that bill meant for local retailers. It meant it took away a special allowance that they would get monthly, so it essentially meant that they had to pay more taxes. So we put out some information via media, via social media, and essentially killed the bill before it ever made it into law. So that's some of the things that we do to make sure that, the bills that go through that the the representatives don't really understand, they understand how it impacts them, and ultimately it didn't make it very far.
Because I would imagine that small businesses, maybe about 75% of the city's business, I would guess. You have your Walmart, you have your Publix, but a large majority is the small businesses that drive a city, and you have to look out for them because your city could become bare.
That's exactly right, and we actually did some research, and 1 in 4 people in our state are employed by retail. And retail includes everything from stores to restaurants and beverage services. So
I get that pretty good on
you
that.
did.
Just made up that. But I'm from Detroit, and I've watched the city just vanish. And it can happen. It can happen. Just a few bad laws, a few people in business that aren't looking out for the right people. And,
right.
But I know during this time of the year, around the country-wise, there's like 750,000 jobs
Yes.
that, temporary jobs that go out, and they're very important for this, economy during this time of year.
It is, and you got the number exactly right. It's about 750,000 people across the country that will get jobs during the months of probably September through December because they bring them on a little early to train them for the holidays. In Alabama, we expect over 1,000, at least 1,000, somewhere around 1,000, that will be hired just for November and December. So there are a lot of people that might be looking for work, and this is a good time to get a part-time job, and who knows, they could turn into full-time jobs. So this time of year is huge for economy in our state, not just spending-wise, but job-wise.
So the similar searches, if you're going to look for a job, go online, or is there another area where you could go to maybe get a little heads up on, a job during this time of year?
We always tell people to think about the businesses that increase or they have increased service needs during this time of year. So it's not just your typical retail stores like clothing stores and gift stores. Jewelry stores is another big one. Jewelry stores get a lot of business this time of year. But also think about the manufacturing facilities, shipping facilities, transportation facilities, because all of those things go along with retail, especially when it comes to shipping. And so it creates a lot of jobs that are kind of outside the box that you don't really think of as retail related.
I know, especially with the holidays, just everything seems to double, The mall is overrun with people, and you need that extra help to just kind of accommodate everybody in their needs.
And it's so important for retailers this time of year because they often make the most profits during this time of year. In fact, a lot of them will say they make their year during the last 6 weeks of the year. So retailers, especially local retailers, really count on this time of year for people to get out and shop. And we predict that in the state of Alabama, just during November and December, that $11 billion will be spent. So that's a lot of money for
There's
one
my
state.
million at. I should be able to make $1 million during this season.
I think we looked, we broke it down to each person specifically, and each person is estimated to spend around $800, and that's with decorations, clothing that goes along with this time of year, and gifts and everything Christmas related.
Well, I know Christmas is starting in the middle of November now.
Well, it really, at the end of October, as soon as Halloween's over, and really even before that, I've seen Christmas out mid-October. But they have to do that push so that they can make their final quarter sales and get those numbers up, because They have a quota to meet, and
That's right.
like you said, they pull in most of their money at the end of the year. So if they can stretch that for almost 3 months, why not do that?
And it kind of benefits the customer too, because sometimes you wait to get those deals until the Black Friday weekend, when really you might be finding the best deals right now, and you can go ahead and get some of your shopping done early and get it done cheaper. But it really has been interesting to watch how that has progressed over the years. With Black Friday used to be the day that people would be at Walmart at 4:30 in the morning, and now stores have started opening on Thanksgiving Day to help alleviate some of that. But it's just interesting to watch how things develop over time.
Is that confusing to your statistics? I mean, it wasn't always like that. A lot of times it was 3 weeks before Christmas, or, I mean, I don't know how it affects you when you go to do your statistics, and do people look and say, like, that's not part of Christmas? Some of the lawmakers or something try to say, well, those 3 weeks, I don't know if I'd really consider that part of what you're putting in.
It kind of just impacts the way that we gather the statistics, because now we gather them for the months of November and December, the entire month. So basically, to get the numbers, the predictions that we put out, we work with the Alabama Department of Labor, the Department of Revenue, and then we work with some economists, some professors in colleges of business across the state. So we take a look at month-over-month spending. So we started in January of this year and just looked at the percentage growth of this January over last January, this February over last February, and it starts to make a pattern. And once we got to the month of September, those numbers were just released last week because they're released a month behind. And so there was some record spending in September, and so it started looking like people who were less confident about spending were feeling better about spending as they got closer to the end of the year. So that's where the statistic came. I think we expect a 4.4% growth over this time last year, and it's because people are feeling more confident and spending more this year as opposed to last year in the state of Alabama.
Very nice. Wow, yeah, that is wonderful. Now, if there was a store out there that maybe would like to join the Alabama Retail Association, how would they go about doing that?
The best way to do that, we have a great website. It's alabamaretail.org.
Okay.
And it's a resource. There are a lot of resources that are free. And so if there's a retailer that just wants to go on there and check it out and see all the kinds of things that we do, the services that we offer, and you can connect with us there. We have some social media pages, Facebook and Twitter. And usually the person behind those pages would be me, the Facebook and Twitter pages. So we're quick to answer questions. Someone will always answer the phone if you call. So we're happy to do that.
Well, we sure do appreciate you coming on the show today.
You're very welcome. It was good to be back and good to see some familiar faces.
It was great to have you back, definitely.
And just go around Cullman, you probably don't recognize it, do you?
I know. Well, speaking of retail, gosh, it's grown so much since I've been here 10 or 11 years ago. So it looks great.
Well, don't get lost now. Just call us. Like I'm somewhere on First Avenue. I remember it being just like 2 buildings here. But,
I know. But it's growth for the better. Definitely, I'm proud to see it look like this.
Great.
And we actually had our second Walmart open up today. They had their ribbon cutting.
Really? I didn't realize that.
Early this morning, yeah. So the new one over on 157 is now open. We now have 2 Walmarts. I never thought I would see
That's when you know you've made it.
That's when you know you've made
it. In the town, there's 2 Walmarts.
All right. Well, thank you again, and if y'all will stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Have you been online to see our brand new website? Go to mycullmantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Cullman Television. Let's discover Cullman together.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
I was handing you.
All right, well, welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, we're back, and I have something for you to do. Now, it's time to call in and tell us who our sponsor of the day is. And I'm going to give you a little hint because I know a lot of times to access Facebook, a lot of you are not into Facebook, but you've been viewers of this show for many years. And I'm going to give you a little hint. Which one of our sponsors offers take and bake pizzas? Which one of our sponsors offers take and bake pizza? Now, if you would give us a call at 256-734-7399. With that answer, you're going to win that great prizes that we had and talked about earlier.
Sounds like a plan, definitely. Give us a call. And now it's time for our Facebook friend of the day. And our Facebook friend of the day is Sarah Obry, and she likes PBS and Webster's Karate. We would like to give her a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue for being our friend on Facebook.
Wow, that's great.
Now, our Discover Cullman highlight, we always love to highlight just a special business here in town, or a place, or an attraction, or an event, anything to just kind of get you more familiar with what Cullman has going on. And today we're going to be talking about Finders Keepers. I mentioned earlier that we would come back to this, and we are. So if you have not been Finders Keepers, they have quite a lot of very unique stuff. And they have a lot of really neat things coming up for Christmas open house.
Oh, yes. And another little thing here, they have acquired the inventory for Deep South Classics, which makes them classy. But, I mean, they're going to have all sorts of things over there. I think you find very interesting. Jackie Cook Porter is the owner, and I'm sure if you go over there, she'll meet you with open arms and just, you know, let you know what she has.
Oh yeah, she can help you out with anything. Like we mentioned, they have such a great variety of different things available over there. But the addition of Deep South Classics is going to be really awesome. So all of those things that they had, they will have now at Finders Keepers. And they also have a Christmas scavenger hunt going on this Saturday for Christmas open house. Now, what exactly does that mean? Let me tell you what it means. It means that when you go in there, each of the different vendors will have selected a free gift, whoever is participating, and it's your job to find it. So you get that free gift once you do, and it's a little, just, you know, a little added fun and free fun at that to Christmas open house.
I could just see me going up, is this the free gift? No, put it back. Is this the free gift? No, put it back.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like you mentioned yesterday. If it's not the free gift and you want it, odds are you're going to buy it. So.
Yeah. What a great thing. I'm going to stop by, actually, and look around. I know there's a lot of things I'd like to acquire and put down my basement and everything and just fill it right up. But well, that's great. I know tonight, right now, we'd like to take you to weather, our favorite part of the show, as Jacob would say.
Oh, he does. He loves that part.
Okay, our weather sponsored by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. The almanac for November 11th. The average high is around 70. The average low is around 45. That record high in 1928 was 89. Wow. In 1977, the low was 25. The sunset tonight at 4:55, and the sunrise tomorrow at 6:14. So wow, the world's going to go on for another day, and we got a gingerbread looking map there, just nice and brown with nothing showing, so I think I'm happy.
I think it looks good.
Okay, today's high is 69 with about an 18% chance of rain. Tonight, about an 18% chance of rain with a low of 58. Tomorrow, about 10% chance with the high of 64, which ain't bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. For our extended outlook, well, we're going to be around 56, 58, going up to 62. Great. It looks like cold weather, though, on Friday and Saturday for the lows in, you know, just the average thing. Just the average weather for this time.
But you know what? I can't believe it's 1 degree off from 70 degrees and it's almost mid-November. I mean, that is just insane.
Well, yesterday was just beautiful.
I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. I just didn't even want to sit in my office. So.
Well, I think we've got everything covered, and if you would like to come back, get a cup of coffee and everything, give us a few minutes, watch our little ads here, and we're going to be back with some more info.
Let me just slink back over here.
When it comes to packing and shipping this season, think of us as your guardian angel. Get the expert care you deserve with the Pack and Ship Promise, only at the UPS Store.
With Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
And we are back with our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi. The Mount Olive Church Ladies Christmas Bazaar is being held this Saturday, November 14th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Fairview Town Hall. They will be serving breakfast biscuits and a lunch, which consists of soup, sandwich, dessert, and a drink for $6. So don't miss out on some of that delicious food.
And the Cantate della Donna, Cullman Select Women's Assembly presents Simple Gifts, Tuesday, November 17th, 7 p.m. 7th Street Baptist Church, 708 7th Street, Southwest Cullman. Free admission, suitable for all ages.
And St. John's is having their 3rd annual Christmas Festival and Outdoor Market December 12th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So check out all of their wonderful available things to do, such as music, entertainment, and all of those kids' activities to keep them busy.
Wow. And Signature Smiles of Cullman will be having a free dental clinic for veterans on November 11th.
Which is today.
Yeah, that's right. We got to make sure and get down there. Call 256-531-9983 for more info. It's located at 1965 Alabama Highway 157 Suite A, Cullman, Alabama.
And the Bosom Buddies Smoked Ham and Turkey fundraiser is still going on. And again, keep in mind these are about 10 pounds more or less. Pickup is November 21st from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Freddie Dave's Catering. And to order, you just need to contact Christina at 256-338-6300. Deadline to order is November 14th.
And Grand Point Pharmacy family-owned Coffee and Gift Health Mart. Save the date, Wednesday, November 11th. Join us for refreshments, drawings, goodie bags, and health screening.
And that is today as well.
Well,
And if you have a community billboard, just let us know. And if you'd like to visit us online, you can go to mycolemantv.com or send us an email at mycolemantv@gmail.com or give us a call at 256-734-7399. And don't forget to like us on Facebook at My Cullman Television. And again, we are sponsored by Pepsi. And wishing you a happy birthday today, Alicia Weisenhunt, on this Wednesday.
Happy birthday to you.
And don't forget, our weekly winner will receive an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. We will do that drawing on Friday. And don't forget to get online or give us a call. Let us know your anniversary, and you will be entered to win a $15 gift certificate from the Candle Garden. That drawing will also be held on Friday.
And our sponsor of the day is Papa Murphy's. So congratulations if you win that great prize. And we got to remember now, go to Facebook and like us there. That's how you keep in contact who the sponsor of the day is and to win them great prizes.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So check us out on Facebook. Let us know what you're thinking. And you know what? Post a photo of a veteran that you love.
That's right.
How about that? Post
Share
a photo
it with
to our page and let us know. And if you guys will join us tomorrow, we will be back. And I'm Natalie Bonner.
And I'm Mick Bolton. Have a great day. God bless you, vets.